Wow, game sounds really loud. Ah! Got my phone plugged in under my desk and I just like kicked the wire. I guess the game's normal volume. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, it's keg day. So last stream, we only got through one day last stream, but we had a really good Skull Caverns day, and now we need to do kegs. We're also going to be making crystallariums, and I mean, that's pretty much it. Like, the kegs are going to take all day, basically. I did a test run. I don't think I'm actually going to be able to finish the kegs today. I think I'm going to have to go and load a couple hundred of them tomorrow before Skull Caverns. Basically not possible to finish this day on the first try. Like, to actually gather all the syrup from the tappers, smelt all the bars, place and load all the tappers, or all the kegs. I couldn't do it in one day. Along with, like, smelting iridium and that kind of stuff. Oh, well, we'll see how it goes. But I forgot to make a macro. I wanted to make myself a purchase macro so I didn't have to click 10,000 times. I need one of those. It's not gonna rain tomorrow, so I need to make it rain. Wait, is it? Let me check. I'll restart here. Let me just check. Yeah, I need to use one. Perfect luck day, of course. And do the batteries. I'm always impressed by how consistent you are in streaming. Well, thank you. I did take yesterday off, though. And I only streamed for 2 hours the day before that because my head was hurting. But other than that, yeah, I'm really consistent, KekW. But I appreciate the compliment. Okay, so I did that better. Now I can, need to keep that, can put that away. And put all this food away, and we could just keep the coffee on us now. Put all that away. We have to sell raw starfruit today in order to afford everything and make a ton of crystallariums. I could easily afford this day if I wasn't going to bother with crystallariums, but I want to pay for crystallariums, so I sell raw starfruit. The expenses never end in this run, by the way. Like, I have to pay like for all the coal I need for the next few days, and then all of the all the kegs and crystallariums. It's like 800k that I have to spend today, and then I have to spend 1.7 million on the 20th. There's just so many expenses. I don't know how to afford all of this. It's tough to afford all this. We're trailblazing though. We're finding out what's possible in this game. Yeah, I wanted to grab that real quick. Wanted to plant those on the way over. Harvest these. I kind of have a route planned out for this day. It's pretty fast, but it still doesn't, like, it doesn't get everything done. You verified the spots? Yeah, there are some missing tappers. I forgot to put away the axe. I thought I put that away. I need all the inventory spots. I have to buy 16,000 wood, so I need all the inventory spots I can get. I don't want to be carrying my axe. Inventory is actually really tight today. I have my window open because it's nice weather here. Hopefully you can't hear this airplane going by. I'll come put fertilizer on these later. I just can't yet. I don't have any on me. Thought I put away this hardwood. You actually need the batteries, so it's good to carry those. We're doing good here. Got our inventory a little bit better sorted. I probably will be pause buffering kegs at the end of the night so that I can get them down as fast as possible. You can also sort of pause buffer tappers, just so there's no like delays. It's not that effective, but it's better than making mistakes and just standing still. Make a little bit of tree fertilizer for those. Did I do a rain totem? I don't remember. Honestly, I don't remember. Should I just restart now? I don't remember if I used a totem or not. Just like in one ear and out the other. Did I use a totem, chat? No one's here. No one knows. Start over. Resetting would cost you 3 minutes. That's an entire 3 minutes that I'll never get back. But absolute tragedy to waste 3 minutes. Alright, I'm using a totem now. Not like you've lost 8 hours to Skull Caverns. Yikes, that's true. I also forgot the extra tapper that time, so that's kind of a blessing in disguise there, the reset. Because now I can take the extra tapper I have and get an extra spot. I wish the character wasn't like jumping in the chair like that. It's really annoying. I only have 1,000 ore on me, really? I'll buy more totems and then put the geodes away so I'm not carrying them anymore. The extra tapper can go down like wherever. There's 5 spots that are missing tappers, so that can just go wherever. I need my watering can for a little bit later. I don't need any of this extra ore though right now. I do need the gold and the iridium. But we're doing all iridium this morning. Ah, I forgot to bring the raw star fruit. I took notes. I need to just look at the notes. Like, this is so dumb. I keep forgetting to do something. This is the problem with notes. Like, I don't look at them. Like, I don't want to be glancing at the notes every 2 seconds. You just have to commit it to memory, and then that means that you're going to have to reset a couple of times because you're going to make mistakes because you're trying to commit it to memory. How many hours do you think you have in Stardew total? I've lost track. And Steam doesn't really tell me the correct number. It's, I don't know, it's a lot. Probably in excess of 2,000 to 3,000, somewhere in that range. A lot. I also wanted to bring the starfruit that I'm going to process later, because that I can put it in the desert chest. Yes, that's another slight efficiency I can make. I think we're good here now. Finally, we did this correctly. That's what happens if you don't pause buffer the tappers. You can walk right past one without harvesting it. And that's no bueno. This chore day is going to be exactly like every other chores day, by the way. I've way overcommitted myself to the amount of things I'm going to get done in this day, so it's going to be an extremely hectic and stressful day of Stardew Valley. There's just no getting around it. Oops, I need that. Every chores day is stressful. And put one of those batteries away. This tapper will get put on the wall. Oh wait, that's all getting sold to Clint. Put the gold away. can pause buffer going upwards pretty good on the furnaces. It's just down that is really bad for some reason. Ah, yes. Blueberries, much less stressful because you don't have to worry about making very much money. It's a solid plan. Just make like a nice, easy, low stress 25 mil in a year and you're set. Could you even make 25 mil in a year with blueberries? I don't know. When are you going to convert all those batteries into crystallariums? Well, I'm going to convert 21 batteries into crystallariums today. They're just so expensive. Like, you have to pay for the stone, and you have to pay the iridium bars, and you have to have time to smelt all the gold, and you need jades to put in them. So it, you know, I'm doing them as fast as I can realistically, but batteries are gonna get, like, the crystallarium production is always gonna lag behind the batteries because there's so many other things that I'm spending on. Once I don't have to pay 1.7 mil every 8 days for starfruit seeds, it'll be a lot easier to buy other things. In theory. It'll only, well, how much? It's like 1,000 starfruit per week, so it's like 400k per week instead of 1.7 mil per week. Pumpkins are much cheaper than starfruit, so a pumpkin seed only costs 100g. Only. Still one of the most expensive ones. You are so focused on the rat race that you don't leave time to stop and smell the roses. But I've already played this game casually, though. Like, I honestly, I did play this game casually, and it was a lot of fun. But casual play doesn't interest me anymore. And I still like Stardew Valley, so I play this way because it gives me, like, it's interesting. It gives my brain something to think about and to work hard on. I've never really been a kind of person that can just sit down and play a game, like, really casually. This, like, isn't that interesting to me. When I play a game, I want to, like, try to be good at it. Like, that's usually what appeals to me about games. Okay, we're going to the farm now because we're going to go harvest all of the tappers up by robins. Right, that's the plan, right? Go up, do all those tappers, warp back. Is that the plan? Yeah. Why don't you craft mountain totems? Because, I don't know, can I even? Can I even craft mountain totems? I mean, I guess I could craft a mountain totem. I don't really think it would save me much time. Maybe like 1 tick it would save. It's not the end of the world. Like, it's not that bad, yeah. Like, saving a tick is pretty valuable. I doubt it's worth an iron bar though, and 25 wood or 25 stone. Stardew is a game about leaving the big corporation to farm. You become what you sought to destroy. Hey, listen, you know, I'm not bound to what this... this is all Kappa, by the way. I'm not bound to what the developer says is what I have to believe. You know? This game's all like, ooh, corporation's bad. And you don't have to believe that if you don't want to. You can still be a capitalist, but do it responsibly. Like, my farmer doesn't put anyone out of jobs. You know? My farmer plants a bazillion trees. Because I care about the environment. All Kappa, by the way. I've only been here for 6 weeks, and I've put 7 million into the local economy. Didn't that JoJo rep lose his job? No, he's doing pretty good. I paid him a lot of money to fix up the town. And, you know, good for him, frankly, you know, like, I'm pretty sure that Morris is the good guy because he fixes up the town for quite a small amount of money. Like, he honestly doesn't charge you very much money, and he fixes up the entire town. The mayor of this town is just like sitting there embezzling for his gold statue, and the giant corporation is the one that stepped up and fixed the entire town. I'm just saying, by the way, you know. I'm just saying. There's a missing tapper, like, somewhere. There it goes, right there. You can call me a capitalist pig if you want to, but doesn't change the fact that that Morris did nothing wrong. You ever figure out why tappers disappeared? I don't think they ever disappeared. I think I just missed those spots. Because I had remembered having 530 seeds, and I only placed 525 tappers, and it turns out that I have 5 missing spots. Still a pretty good success rate. You are a capitalist pig. That's what I'm saying. Morris didn't use the profits to build a gold statue of himself. He fixed up the town for the people. I'm just saying, I feel like Mayor Lewis and Concerned Ape are in on this together. Like, Mayor Lewis cut a deal with Concerned Ape before the game came out. That they were gonna, you know, gaslight all the players into thinking that JoJo was the enemy. Moo? I mean, you're raiding the commons to make your millions here. Am I, though? Let's do the math real quick, how much wood I'm going to buy from Robin. Let's see how much money I'm going to inject into this economy. I'm going to buy... Alright, I already bought 500 tappers, which cost like 500k that went to the local economy, all to Clint and Robin. I'm going to pay for like 4,000 kegs, which every keg costs 1,700 G. So that's another like 7 mil that goes right into the local economy. Skull Caverns belongs to everyone, but you're strip mining it. Hey, I've never seen another person in there, so, you know, finders keepers. I can do this. Make it a little bit faster. There's literally a lock on the door. That's also true. Everyone's slowly waking up to the fact that Jojo's not the enemy here. For safety reasons. That's true. It's full of dangerous monsters. Look at the other tree fertilizer spots later. When I make the when I actually place the crystallariums, I suppose I'll do it then. I knew I was gonna do that. That's actually okay, right? I can make the crystallariums out of the second batch of iridium. It's okay. We're alive here. We're fine. We're fine. I wish I had made a macro. I'm just gonna buy a little bit slower. I don't feel like working out my left finger or my index finger right now. Alright, what am I buying in this first round? 2,000 copper. So I'm buying an extra 100 furnaces as well today. Okay, this is way too slow. I gotta start clicking. Make a macro on screen. I don't want to make a fool out of myself. I don't know how to use the macros on this this new software. They upgraded the Logitech software when I got my new mouse, and I don't know how to make macros on it yet. I don't want to look like a fool. How's it go, Dragon Prime? Oh, this isn't gonna work anyway, because I'm not gonna have enough inventory spots because I don't have We'll see, I guess. Maybe it'll work out. We'll see. Need to buy iron as well. Let's buy 15. Let's buy 1,600 iron. Oops, too much. That's fine. There's so much extra cash. Oh, I have to buy a lot of stone, that's why. And 15,000 wood. No, 16,000 wood. Do I have enough slots for that? Probably not, right? Is this a reset anyway, just because I don't have any slots? I'm probably not going to have enough inventory spaces. $16,000 wood is needed for kegs. Every single keg costs 30 wood. We need another 2,000 stone, or 20. We need 2,500 stone. 2,500 stone for the furnaces that I'm buying, and an extra 1,000 for the crystallariums. So this 3,200. I need 2,200 for the crystallariums, which is this. I need 2,500 for the crystallarium, for the furnaces. So we need to buy another 1,500 stone. I don't think I have enough inventory spaces. I might. It's gonna be so tight. I need 16 spots. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. I need one more inventory space. I need one inventory slot. Because I need 16,000 wood. I could just toss the tree fert. Who cares about 2 mahogany trees, right? Just make some of the... I don't have any iridium bars. I accidentally sold all of them. I didn't intend to, but I did. I was trying to prevent a reset by just salvaging the day. I don't need to carry my watering can on me, do I? I like how on a day like this, one of the main problems is actually inventory and not even like time and inventory. It's not cost even. Let's just toss the tree fert. I could just reset, honestly, and do this correctly. I should just reset and do this properly. Let's just do it correctly. There's just so much to manage today. After today, we have 4 consecutive days of Skull Caverns where we're going to try and make a 1.7 mil. I don't even know if it's possible. I'll have a little bit of extra leftover stuff that will help, but it's still going to be really, really tight to make enough money. Or like I'm dropping off like literally everything I don't need today because that's how much inventory space I need for all the purchases. So that's for the kegs, and that's to sell raw for to afford more stuff today. I could be way off base the way I'm playing this run, and I could be screwing myself out of money, but it's so like experimental almost. It's hard to know what's exactly correct to be doing, like with my money and my time. Like it took me like 4 months of play just to completely prove once and for all that kegs are way better. Like that, there's a lot of innovations that go on in our little community, but a lot of those innovations don't really get tested because it takes so long to do a run, and there's so few of us doing runs. Kind of funny. I wish, like, how do I not sit in that chair every time? It's really annoying. Put that away. We'll make the fert because it is optimal to do. As long as I don't sell all of the iridium. We don't need the can right now. Which also means we can put away five gold bars. We don't need the copper on us. I do wish that more people did these runs, but they are very tedious, so. I feel like a lot of people start a run and then they realize, holy crap, these guys make it look easier than it is, and then they stop instead of settling for like a worse run to learn. Like, bro, you're not bad at the game. I'm not talking to anyone in particular here, by the way. It's just like, bro, you're not bad at the game if you can't make 80 mil in your first try. Just try to make 5 mil. If you can make 5 mil in the first year, like you're one of the best players. Like I have to imagine there's not that many people that can even say they made 5 mil in the first year. Okay, inventory's looking a lot better this time. I know Keck W, but it is looking better this time. Let's go, oops, not that way. Up to the train station and do those areas. I'm just gonna separate the bars for now, right away, so I don't screw up. That's the bars for the crystallariums. Sorry, I'm pause buffering this even though I don't really have to. I'm just practicing and also trying to do this really fast. Save time. As long as I have less than about 300 kegs to place tomorrow, it'll be fine. There wasn't any way I could figure out to route this day where I got everything finished. Like if I don't pause buffer, I make mistakes like that, and it loses me time. That was one of the missing tapper spots right there. In my first casual play, I made about $1 million in my first attempt at min-max. I made like 6 mil, then I learned about true min-maxing and I was blown away. And that's still pretty good. I was the same way. I tried to, my very first run I made $1 million in the first year and I thought that was really good. You made 69 million total my first casual playthrough? Wow. 69 mil, huh? That specific number? That seems pretty unlikely that you would have hit that specific number. Very impressive, though. $1.337 billion the third year, I'm assuming. 1 mil each year for 69 years. Screw you, Pam. Streamer, why don't you just make $1 billion instead of 80 million? That'd be much more impressive. Hamish offers a second moo because he forgot to moo during the short stream. Accept the moo, it will not happen often. Thanks for the moo, Hamish. I'm waiting for the first billion run from you guys. Keck W. You could not get $1 billion in 4 years. $1 billion is so, like, $1 billion is such a big number. It would have to be a race to $1 billion. It would probably take a year of streaming hardcore min-max strats. Maybe more. If I were committed to streaming every second of it to prove it was legit, It would probably take me over a real life year to stream enough hardcore min-max Stardew Valley gameplay to make a billion. Well, I know how it would be accomplished. It would take like 8 years of game time. It would probably take until like year 7 or year 8 of this. Like hardcore min-max every day. Like min-maxing every second of every day. It would take like 7 to 8 years of game time. Well, maybe not that long anymore with the island and with the and the garden pot strat and stuff. Maybe it would take like 5 years. Because if I'm thinking that I can get 250 mil in 2 years, then, you know, in theory, I'd be able to make the other 750 mil in the next like 4 years. Because obviously, the subsequent years are better than the first year. But I'm not doing that. So probably like 6.9 years. Yep. That's correct. Would ancient fruit become optimal? No, pigs would be optimal. But I think actually if you like reverse brain it, ancient fruit would still be optimal because if you did pigs you would quit because it's so boring. At least ancient fruit has varied gameplay. Well, golden chickens. Wait, are we talking about just like the fastest way to get a billion period or like in game time? Are you saying like how many game years to get a billion, or are you saying like how to get a billion in this game? Because there's a big difference there. In game time? Okay, that's what I was assuming. Are golden chickens very good? I don't think golden chickens are all that good. I think they suffer the same problem as like everything else that's theoretically OP in this game that isn't actually, because of how difficult they are to acquire. You have to get perfection, which takes a minimum of 2 years. And they cost 100 grand each, so okay. I mean, yeah, I mean that's not that valuable. Well, yeah, the ramp up time is so slow. I don't know, 10 million in an hour? What would you do to make 10 million in an hour IRL? Just like crops and sleeping or something? Hush Pam Deco. Oh, ancient fruit on the island. That's true. You just harvest it all, put it all in a keg, sleep 7 days, harvest it all, keg it all, put it in a keg, put it in the keg, sleep 7 days. That's true. That's smart. Riveting. Yeah, that would be pretty darn boring. Not gonna lie, that'd be super boring to watch. Okay, we got the copper. I keep getting distracted by chat here. This is all your fault, chat. Okay, we're not buying the extra copper just yet. We bought the copper for the furnaces. We bought the iron, some of the iron. We need another 1,000 iron later. We've got the coal. Yeah, now we need to leave and get the wood and the stone. It takes so long to get to Robin's. Okay, so that's for the crystallariums, and now we need another 2,500 for the furnaces. How many coops can you fit on the farm? Like, if you filled a coop with golden chickens and you had as many coops on the farm as you could possibly get, how much money would you make per day? I'm willing to bet that it's probably not even as good as pigs. Oops, about too much stone. On the beach farm, you can fit like 150. Does the beach farm have more available spots than the standard farm? I don't think so, right? It does? Oh. Oh, well, I guess they're not farmable, but they're just on there, but they're not farmable. I guess, yeah, okay. I could see it at that point. Okay, there's the crystallariums. Here's my 100 fernies. Okay, and now we did this correctly, so we have plenty of inventory spaces for the wood. We have way more spots now. Now we gotta buy 16,000 wood. $150 coops filled with gold chickens. How many chickens can you put in a coop? And how many game days would it take to build all those coops and upgrade them? And you have to pay for the chickens themselves. Which, I mean, everything has a cost. About 20 years? Okay. So it's an ultra slow strat that at the very end game maybe makes more than pigs, I guess? I don't know. How much money would you make per day with Ancient Fruit Skull Caverns? Assuming you're making like 2,500 ore per day, or actually more like 3,000. Because you'd have so many ladders really late game. Let's say you're getting 3,000 iridium per day, and that's 5 days a week. So 3,000 times 270. That's 800k per day. You're doing that 5 days a week. That's 4 mil. We're talking per week here. And then the other 2 days, you're doing 4,000 ancient fruit because you have the farm and the island and the greenhouse. So it's like 4,000 ancient fruit. Which every single ancient fruit plant generates 2310. They're looking at like 13 mil a week over 7 days. So that's ancient fruit / skull caverns makes like 2 million a day. Really high-end skull caverns makes like plus ancient fruit makes like 2 mil. With chickens you can do SC2 because auto grabbers? Oh really? Okay, well then that's probably the best like ultra late game money making strat. A giant chicken farm. But again, that takes like many years to set up. You could hit 1 billion faster with a lower potential strat in the amount of time it would take you to set up that ultimate strat. Like it's just so slow to set up. Crystallarians and sheds is still better. With diamonds in it, you mean? I assume you mean diamonds, because if you had that many crystallarians, you're talking thousands of crystallarians. You'd never use up all the ladders. It's 12. We need 4 more. Streamer, just chop trees. Surely that's easier than just clicking this much. Streamer, stone costs 20 gold per pop. Why don't you just go into the mines and just you get it normally? Alright, that's 16 stacks of wood. Looks funny. That's so much wood. Imagine carrying around like that much lumber and it just like your pockets are like, because the character doesn't have any discernible like luggage or bags or anything, and I'm just carrying around like, this is like literally millions of pounds of construction equipment. What? The Statue of Endless Fortune is terrible. The amount of gold it makes per day is really, really bad. Because there's so many days, like, since it gives you a garbage item every day that it's someone's birthday, it makes so low, like, the amount of money it makes is way lower than you would think. Like, let's take a moment to inventory. I'm carrying 300 bottles of oak resin, literally 100 furnaces, which, like, have you ever seen a furnace in real life? Like an industrial furnace that's capable of melting down gold? I have 100 of those. Like, they put those in their own buildings. And I have 16,000 pieces of lumber. Let's call them 2x4s. 16,000 pieces, 2x4s is probably like, I mean, how much does a 2x4 weigh? Like 5 pounds? Maybe more. And I have 16,000 of them. And then I'm also carrying several thousand lumps of coal and iron ore, which iron ore is basically just rock. Like the... I don't know if you've ever seen... I keep coughing, excuse me. I don't know if you've ever seen iron ore IRL, but it basically is just rock. And it looks rusty because there's iron in it. It's not like the way the games depict it. It's Santa's bad guy. You mean those electric furnaces and plaster insulated boxes? Well, yeah, I mean, like, they make little furnaces so you can use in your garage, but these are not little tiny furnaces. These are like industrial furnaces. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. Where am I going next? Let me look at my notes. Okay, we're going to the desert because we need to place all these furnaces and start smelting this iron I bought. The iron is the tough part about this day. The copper doesn't take that long to smelt at all, but the iron actually takes quite a long time. To smelt 2,500 iron. At what point is it cheaper to get the staff that teleports you to the farm and use Desert Obelisk compared to warping to the desert via Totem? I don't know, probably somewhere around like year 70 or something like that. Really, a really long time. There's no conceivable amount of time before that's worth. The return scepter is just a complete vanity item. A little bit of a preview for later when we pause buffer place all of our kegs. Because that's how tight this day is. Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. The farm, like the return scepter is cool. It's just like it's a vanity item. It never makes its money back in any reasonable amount of playtime. I'm getting stuck on my furnaces. Alright, now I need to run around and harvest as many tappers as I can get before these furnaces finish again, which will be at like 1 p.m. That's one of the trees that doesn't have a tapper on it right there. We'll get that at a later time. It's not that high on my priority list to get those tapped. It's such a small loss of resin. I'll barely even notice it. This is so mowing so much land area that the starting spot is ready to mow by the time the end is mowed. Yeah, that's how we load furnaces around here. Hello, True High Ground. How's it going? How do you get the desert warp totems? Yeah, this the Oasis lady right here. No, not the Oasis. Sorry, the trader who's right over here. I always feel like I'm saying traitor, like Traitor, and not trader, like Trader. Keck W, yeah, that's true with Iridium. If you were to do it 1.4.0 ladder run, you would do that. You would have to take full days off and smelt the entire day for like, what would that be, like 3,000 furnaces basically? Where are you getting the geodes? From the Skull Caverns. They drop in the Skull Caverns when you break rocks. They're just basically free. They're pretty valuable actually, but I get them for free. Okay, it's 12:30. That other area over there will be finished in like 1, and I definitely want to get a second round in before Flint closes. We can do like half this upper area. Time to get over there. This is good. Only about half the upper area is left. Bring that with us now. We're gonna need that for later. Now our inventory is not nearly as crowded. We can bring all this stuff with us. Not as crowded, Keck W. I can put the Omnis away. Yeah, I bought totems, so I can put those away for good. That actually helps with space. I don't need any more stone today. Need all the coal, obviously. Need the pick for later as well. In the, I already cleared out the quarry ones, but there should probably be a little bit of stone there, so I want the pick. This is going to be upgraded later. I think we're doing better. I think we're doing good. We're gonna do another round of iron, of course. If I didn't buy more furnaces today, it literally wouldn't even be possible to finish all the smelting in time. I would be smelting until 2 a.m. and I would have to wake up tomorrow and place all the kegs tomorrow and forfeit that Skull Caverns day. Okay, so now I need to... These other furnaces will be ready at like 2:30, and I'll need to do those right away so that I can pick up all the iridium before Clint closes. So we have like 30 minutes to collect stuff here. I had been hoping to get this all done in one day, but just because it's the first round, but there's just so many kegs that it's actually not even possible. It would actually be possible if I didn't have to smelt any iridium, but I have to smelt iridium early today. So all these furnaces are doing iridium so that I can pay for the rest of the materials. Because we're actually not done purchasing materials yet, if you can believe it. We still need to buy another 1,300 copper and another 1,000 iron. Keg W. Didn't Tushi have a emote for a while that was like a keg, an Omega Lol face with a keg coming out of it? All right, so we're doing good here. I gotta put away some of this wood so I have room for all the iron and copper I still have to buy. What do you do to get the starting capital this fast? Skull Caverns, basically. Hang on, is this all Summer 15 year 1? Yeah, it's year 1. You can make a crazy amount of money in Skull Caverns. And we entered Skull Caverns on the 9th day of spring, year 1. That means that by the 9th, by the end of the 8th, actually, we had finished the desert bus upgrade. We had finished the mines. We had upgraded tools. We had explosive ammo. Yeah, the 9th. And we were making, by the time the Egg Festival rolled around on the 13th, we were making like 250,000 G per day. How are you getting the money? It's called Void Spirit farming. It's a strategy I came up with another streamer. And you farm Void Spirits using elevator resets, and you also gather diamonds, and it gets you a lot of money. That is actually pretty slow compared to what I did with geode farming on my previous run. I banned geode farming for this run, but there is actually a faster strategy. That strategy got me into the desert on day 7. Only the 9th slow. Imagine what I could do if I ever got second streamer privilege. Second runner, I guess, not second streamer, second runner. Habu might actually pass me at some point. He's running days faster than me. Since he's in school, we're actually streaming like the same number of hours per week, but he's catching up to me. Just reset. No, I don't want to do an endless loop of resetting. What valuable items do Void Spirits drop? The Void Essence, and they also give you combat experience. But yeah, the Void Essences are worth 50 G per, and they often drop 2 of them. And you kill a lot of those monsters, and then the diamonds obviously also give you a lot of money. Okay, we're still... Okay, whew. I thought that was the previous reset where I needed to save bars for the crystal arms, but I already crafted the crystal arms because I reset on purpose. I need another 1,000 iron. I went for the early Savage Ring. I had the Savage Ring on day 6, which I thought was better, but it wasn't. Habu's strategy of going for hard money was better, because he got to the desert a day earlier, which actually gave him a lot of advantages with being able to buy spicy eels ahead of time and getting totems earlier and stuff. So his strategy was slightly better. He went to the desert on day 8, so he unlocked it on day 7 by going hard for diamonds. I went hard on the Void Spirit so I could get the Savage Ring faster. But I think I had more ammo than Habu had, but it didn't end up mattering because he just reset until he got a really good day anyway. So I think his strat was better, slightly better. Okay, I also need 1,300 copper. $361 is exactly how much I need. Do you use any energy supplements? Oh no, yeah, you use a ton of food. A ton of food. I got to, on day 5, I got to floor 105 in the mines. Which that required a lot of food. And cherry bombs and food and ladders. I did that on day 5. And speed boosts as well, from coffee and food that I had purchased from Gus. Is the food from the saloon? Yeah, salad. And then later in the run, when I have the burglar's ring, I get my food mostly from killing iridium bats. Occasionally supplementing with cheese from the desert merchant, if needed. You could pretty much sustain yourself though, and then you also get spicy eel and crab cakes all the time, so you can sustain on those. The only time that doesn't work is when you have to buy magic rock candy, because you can't use those foods with that. Okay, I think I have purchased everything I need, so I need to keep 10,000 G for the copper or for the gold watering can upgrade. I think other than that, I need to buy coal, because then I'll just have bonus coal for the next couple of Skull Cavern stays. How much coal can I buy? I'm just gonna do the math instead of clicking a ton to get down to the right number. 96734 minus 10,000 divided by 150, 578. That's pretty good. It's a lot of coal. This is just bonus coal that I can buy for Skull Caverns runs. This is just so, like, it's Monka-S though, because I've spent everything again. I think I have like 300 iridium ore left over that I can smelt tomorrow. And the reason that's Monka-S is because I only have 4 days after this until I have to pay for Starfruit again. So I'm gonna have like 4 days to make roughly, what, 1.5 mil, somewhere in that range? 4 days for that? Oh my gosh. We do have a lot of ladders on us though. We have like 90 ladders, so... I knew that money was going to be really tight in this run, because it's always pretty tight, and it's like, okay, well, we're buying a lot more starfruit seeds, and we're making a lot more kegs, and we're doing it all faster than we used to, so money's going to be really tight. So I knew that, but it's tighter than I ever thought it would be. It's like, we're just going all out, balls to the wall, spending everything, every time. That's done. Now it's time to warp. I guess I should go to the house, right? Because I can put in the crystallariums. And get rid of... Yeah, let's go to the house. I have the bonus starfruit on me, which is good. I need that for the keg. That's for the kegs. Yeah, let's go to the house, right? No. We can put in the iron first and then go to the house while that's all smelting. Because the iron that's in there now, I put in at 2:30, so it'll be done at 4:30. And all the other iron is already finished, but that'll catch up. So I need to just go to the house now, if I want to get these in time. Yeah, not only are we paying for kegs and tappers and starfruit seeds, we're also trying to get as many kegs or crystallariums up as possible. This is why I waited to harvest these earlier, because I knew I was going to be back here later with more crystallariums, so there's no point in like wasting time. Oh, and that's why you bring your pickaxe. Who's ready for me to pause buffer kegs, because that's how tight this day is. Sitting here pause buffering the freaking crystallariums. Who in their right mind pause buffers crystallariums? Oh wait, no, what am I doing? Why am I walking? I need to warp. Alright, that's all the iron we have to get through, and then we have to get through this much copper as well. That's how much coal we have. This is This is something. Don't need any of that stuff. I know I should say I don't care if I miss a couple, but I actually do because there's so much ore to load. Okay, the goal here is to get a nice little loop of what can be done with copper over and over. Once all the iron's in. Okay, that's all the iron in. Now we need to do copper. I have until all the oak is finished. Ooh, new album, new album. How many furnaces? 272. Why is it not? Oh, there it is. What do I do for this 30 minutes? Nothing really, right? The first areas of iron I did are not going to be ready until 6:30. Already got the crystallariums in. Guess I should have done the crystallariums later. Since I have just 30 minutes here, I don't know what to do with. Ah, that sucks. This would have been the right time to do the crystallariums. It's okay though. I wish I was anywhere near as optimal as a task. If it's not obvious, I'm nowhere near as optimal as a task. About tasing? Why are we talking about tasing? Duker is all style. Crystallariums go indoors because they're closest to the wake up spot, so you lose as little time as possible to harvest them in the mornings. The only reason garden pots are worth doing is because I don't have to water them. If I had to water a garden pot, they would be worthless. And they are worthless indoors because you have to water them. even more so now because we have to actually upgrade our watering can. Harvest the goddamn copper. Like how petting the camel is using up my harvest frames, so I'm just sitting there like an idiot. Why am I a copper bar short? I'm 1 copper short. Whatever. I knew I was gonna do that. I just smashed the cord on my phone again. I have it plugged in and I keep like... No, at least it's not broken. They were smart to make USB able to be ripped out of its socket and not be destroyed. Reset, please. No, I'm not resetting over a single keg. Can you guys imagine if I reset over a single keg? I have 524 kegs. Does it really matter if I'm gonna get 525 next time? Like next round I'll get 526 kegs and then it'll be all good. I don't need to imagine. Only 700 coal for next round is kind of munka. Oh, I forgot to do the tree fern on the mahogany. I'll do it next tomorrow morning, I guess. Whatever. Okay, so we have slightly under 4 hours to plant kegs tonight. So the tryharding is going to continue here because I'm going to be pause buffering kegs to get as many placed as possible. Just make the most efficient use of my movement frames as possible. You can get like 100 kegs down per hour with pause buffering. Maybe not 100, but a lot. In the range of 100. Alright, let's get ourselves set up here on better movement keys. We'll do it like that. Yeah, let's also get the same number here so I don't so I can check that I have them loaded. Is that the right spot? Yeah. Go watch the geode farming grid video. Yeah, that's 8 hours of me tryharding like a robot. I've been here for what, 20 minutes, and I've already gotten 30 kegs down and loaded. Lots buffering, man. What I could do there, I'll just do it like this. Step counting? No, I'm not step counting. What's your plan to clear the quarry? I have my pickaxe, so I'll just clear them as they're in my way. The quarry's already pretty clear. I cleared it once, so... No, I guess I didn't clear yet, did I? Oh, I forgot my axe. There's a tree in the way. Yeah, I'll fix that next time. Doesn't matter exactly where I put the... this round of kegs. Put a tapper on it. What's this music? Yeah, it's the Midnights, their new album. It just came out. I wonder if I'll get a Prizzy. You guys think, will I get a Prizzy? Kick W, yeah. Got a Prizzy. I can get a Galaxy Sword now, guys. My quarry gave me a Prismatic Shard. That's so poggers. I can get a Galaxy Sword now. Just waiting for myself to screw up and delete a keg with my pickaxe. I'm just waiting. I know I will. Get this stuff out of the way here. Having a zoomed out inventory is actually really nice for this. You can really optimally pause buffer. So much of the screen is visible. Why would you want to when daggers are clearly superior? Prizzy on the 15th of summer year 1. That's got to be a world record, right? To get a Prizzy from the, like, this is basically a god seed, right? Because we got a Prizzy on the 15th of summer from the quarry. Is it even remotely possible to get a Prizzy earlier than that? It is like one of the rarest items in the game, right? We have to do kind of a little wraparound job here. I don't have a way to break that tree. Can't go on that. Nope, I can't put it on that tile. This is really nerve-wracking having the trash can right behind where I'm working. Okay, I need to give myself an exit strategy now. I can leave and fill that in, load it. Oh no, if we only had a way to cut down a tree, unfortunately our inventory space is fully optimized. No, the sapling won't wreck the plans. Just when I come back next week, like when I harvest this next week, I'll just put 3 new kegs there. I'll chop it down and put 3 new kegs there. There's more than enough space for these kegs. Like, I don't, it doesn't matter. Isn't it based on how far you are in the mines? What you get from here? I don't know. I do explicitly remember being a casual very early on and thinking that the only way to get a prismatic shard was to unlock the quarry. Like, I thought that the reward for the quarry was a prismatic shard. Sorry for all the pause buffering. There's just so much to accomplish this day. I can't really not do this. I'm not going to finish in time. There's just not enough time. But I will get enough of them down that it won't impact my Skull Caverns run very much tomorrow to finish on Tuesday. Why do you keep clicking on and off the menu? It's pausing the game, so I'm basically doing a form of pause buffering to make my inputs like ultra efficient. I'm basically spamming pause so that I can play frame perfectly. If you were to watch this in a continuous, like if I somehow were able to edit this out and all you saw was my character loading kegs, it would look like I was hacking because it'd be basically frame perfect placing. So that's what the pause buffering is doing for me. Pause. No, I don't have that command. That's I think that's Subu that has that command. This part of this song is awesome. I knew it. I knew I was gonna do that. Well, rip one starfruit. Everyone's like, "Ree!" Habu's gonna win our friendly competition by one starfruit because I just did that. Is it time efficient to pass out? Yes, you get an extra free like hour or whatever. You get a ton of time. Is the starfruit wine getting up to iridium quality before sale? No. The well, I won't say my thing about the casks. If you like aging your wine, you should do it because it's fun. I'm not going to though because it doesn't make very much money. Cask rant. Well, it's not really a rant. It's just like I don't want to discourage casuals from playing and doing the fun stuff. Like, it's objectively fun to like upgrade your house and get a cellar and like age your wine down there and get iridium quality wine. Like, that's cool. It's a cool mechanic. But if you actually run the numbers on how much money you're making, it's basically it's so little. And mainly that's because it takes 56 days to age the wine from base to iridium quality, and that only doubles its value. After 56 days, you make 3,150 G in the best case per tile. It's super bad for money. It's one of the worst and slowest money making sources that I can think of. Like, as a machine, basically. Like, compared to kegs, which take the base value and triple it in only 7 days, as opposed to doubling the value in 56 days. It's just obviously much worse. But it's very cool. Like, it's a cool mechanic. Like, don't get me wrong. But when people ask me that and I explain, it's not like because I don't think you should do it. It's just because it's like bad money for me. So I'm not going to do it. Streamer, suboptimal day. You deleted a starfruit and you made one less keg than you should have. Wait, can I actually put a keg there? Hang on. spot there. Yeah, we're okay, right? Because then we can do... As long as we leave a space here, we have to leave a little snake path here, and then... Yeah, we're fine. Then we have kegs there, and then we have an open spot, and then we have 2 rows of kegs here, and then an open spot, and then a final row of kegs up against the wall. But I have to remember to not put one there. I can only put one on this side now. I can finish this row, but not that one. Let's just go straight across. I'm not going to mess around with this too much here. Alright, I'm tabbed out so I can see better. I can put one like right there, right about where I'm standing. That's the best I can do. And then I have to leave this space open. Well, no, I could put 2 here. And then I'd have a pathway through here. Right, I can walk through there. The basement is keg space. I'm not gonna buy the basement. Asks. I'm confused. You guys are chat's figuring it out. It's all good. I don't need to get involved. Wait. Go back to the start. What are you doing? Okay, we're leaving a spot like that so we can get through. Then we can load those. Now we can start the road there. 150. What do we have to do before we pass out? We just need to load kegs, right? We're gonna wake up. We have our warp totems on us. I'm tabbed out. I want to leave a spot to walk, so I guess I'll do... No, it's better to do the top row of kegs so that you can see them as opposed to the bottom row, which is not as available. We'll leave an empty spot here so that we can walk through. So we want a straight shot back up there. We want to be able to walk down and around and out like this. And on this side, we're going to leave an empty spot there. Alright. Pretty good day. I think we did good. That was a stressful day. The chore days are always stressful. I always do that to myself. We'll put that down first thing. You want to see what my farm looks like? Why I need so many kegs. This is why. This is what my farm looks like. Oh, I don't have any food on me. If you were wondering why I needed so many kegs. Every single square has starfruit on it. Every single farmable tile on this farm has starfruit on it. Pros eat for free around here, by the way. Must have had a high luck day yesterday. Basically every lightning rod's full. Gasp progress. Yes, we did make progress. Need more garden pots. Yeah, if I can afford more by the time the second harvest rolls around, I will. Minus the missing ones. Those are from crows. Every farmable spot has a starfruit on it. But that's just from crows. Well, hopefully the luck is good today. Is that what you're doing for the prediction? Oh, just a scam. Nothing to see here, just a scam. Except one. Yeah, there's one spot that detilled. It had starfruit on it, and then a crow ate it, and then the tile, like, detilled. Like over here somewhere. Yeah, right here. Yeah, the scarecrows are not worth it for this setup. This is the only situation in which scarecrows are not worth doing. I have every single tile filled with a single harvest crop like starfruit. In this particular situation, the amount of crows I get over the course of the 8 days that it takes the starfruit to grow is less crows. Like, I will lose less spots to crows than it would take spots up to get scarecrows everywhere. If you're doing a multi-harvest crop like ancient fruit or strawberries, then you should use scarecrows, because if you lose a crop, you lose all future harvests. Whereas with the starfruit, I'm only losing that harvest. I can replant the tile again on the next harvest. And then if you don't have the entire field full, you have tiles you're not using, then yeah, you should put starfruit on, or you should put scarecrows down, because it's fine. It saves it'll save a couple of crops. But for this particular situation, this is the only situation in which scarecrows don't make sense. That's what my farm looks like. Couple of lightning hits. It's kind of like whatever. It's like, it's not going to hurt my bottom line. I have there's 3,400 starfruit here. I've lost like, what, 5 of them to crows? You know, I won't even notice. 1. This is from before, so I didn't actually even lose this tiles this time. I've only lost like 2 crops to crows so far this round. Maybe 3 or 4. I don't know, but you guys get the point though, right? Like, it basically doesn't matter. Just the way that it doesn't matter if I miss 1 keg, because I'm gonna have almost 4,000 kegs by the end of this run, so missing 1 keg, like, I won't even notice it. Okay, so what I have to do today is I have to get 191 kegs down and then do Skull Caverns. So hopefully I have good luck today, because I don't want to have to keep placing 191 kegs down frequently. That sounds really tox. How many people are bet? Look how many points have been bet on the scam. Hey, we got a slightly good luck day. That's nice. What's the actual luck value? Let's see. Upload, save. 0.025. Kind of like pretty low end pyramid, but still positive. I'll take that. Okay, I have to pop another totem today. That's fine. I've been getting a pretty good run of daily luck. Except for the perfect skull luck day that I had, my luck's been pretty good. Have you gotten any secret notes? I can't get those until winter. You have at least 64 crops planted, which activates 4 crows, each of which has a 30% chance of starfruit thievery. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, it's 1 to 2 lost per day on average, which, and it only takes 8 days for the starfruit to grow. So I'm losing like 8 to 12 crops or whatever, something like that. And I guarantee you that it takes you more than 8 scarecrows to cover the field. What's our smelting situation here? I need to look at the money. So basically, since we have the kegs down, well, there's going to be a little bit of kegs down. I need to put a few more kegs down today, but since I basically have the kegs finished, all that's what I'm focused on now is paying for the third round of Starfruit, which will be on the 20th. I have enough coal for... I can probably squeak out 2 runs with this much coal. So I get some bonus coal. The reason it would be nice to squeak out 2 runs is because I have to take the 18th off anyway to buy some DSG. So if the 18th is the only day that I have to start at 9 a.m., that'd be great. And that works out as well too, because I'll also upgrade my iridium watering can that day, and I'll be able to pick it up on the... that doesn't really matter actually. I can do the iridium watering can later after I pay for all the seeds. That's a lot of money to spend on the watering can like right away. Yeah. Yeah, I don't need to do the watering can right away. It's already going to be gold quality tomorrow, so... The funny thing about the lucky ring, like the charm, the luck charm, by the time it's available to get, I don't care about my daily luck anymore. By that point, I'll be getting hundreds of ladders per day. And I won't care what my daily luck is at that point. Like, honestly, I probably won't even go pick up the lucky charm. I think it's probably a negative value to go get it. Lots of Duke crew today. Is that true? Did Xandru stream today? I feel like I'm the only one that streamed today. Oh wait, no. Piano Addict and King Nooblet are both streaming. That's cool. I don't think I've ever seen a piano on at this time before. How's it going, Hathels? Yeah, so today is Skull Caverns. We'll go as early as we possibly can. We have... What's our ammo situation? I smelted as much extra iron as I could. I think I have 70 shots left in my slingshot. That should be enough for today. I do need to get a good amount of iron today. I can't scuff my iron count anymore. I've been going slightly negative on iron for a while now. Yeah, 536 shots is plenty for today, but we do need to get a good amount of iron for the subsequent run. Yeah, only 500 coal left. I don't know if I'll be able to do 2 runs. Maybe. Well, I'll need to do an evening and a morning smelt. I'll need to smelt iron overnight, which is another 160 or so. Then I need to do another morning smelt. It might be possible. I don't know, it's gonna be really tight. There's like nothing else I could sell realistically. It's not cost efficient to sell Starfruit in order to get coal for Skull Caverns. The amount of Starfruit you have to sell to get the coal for a run to start at 7 instead of 9 is not worth the loss. Like the loss of 2 hours of Skull Caverns isn't really worth it compared to the loss of the Starfruit. Okay, I want to check how much iridium I have and how much I need to make over the next 4 days to buy 1.7 mil of Starfruit. I have 322 ore on me. I suppose I can smelt that before I leave. Before I go to Skull Caverns. 322 times I already have the coal for that, so that's worth the full 3,000. Yeah, that's only worth 100k. So I need 1.6 mil. I could already tell the numbers don't work out because I have 4 days to earn that much. That means I need to earn 400k a day over 270. That's that's almost 1,500 iridium per day. You guys think I can make 1,500 iridium per day? I could probably make about 1,200 per day. If I can make 12 on average, if I average 1,200 per day, what's the deficit? The deficit would be 1,200 ore, 300k. When do you stop investing in kegs and ride the wave? Somewhere around midwinter. I think the last round of kegs that I'll put in is like the 15th of winter, something like that. So I'll get 2 more rounds out of those. Like the last round of kegs that I put in, I'll get 2 cycles, which is profitable. Easy, 1,500 per day, easy. Heck W. Keep in mind that today I have to start a little bit late because I have kegs to load, so I'll be able to start at like probably 8:30. And then the 18th I have to start at like 9:30. Just don't take mediocre days, smile. Is it even theoretically, well, I'm sure it's theoretically possible, but is there any realistic world in which I can earn 1,500 per day without like a massive number of ladders? Where are my ladders? They must be back at the farm. I have like 80 ladders or something that will have to last me for 4 days. Yeah, 83 ladders. I don't remember how many I used on the 14th. I do have between the free crystallariums I got from the Skull Caverns, I probably have about 70. It's like I just count them. I don't feel like counting them. Someone want to count these for me real quick? Streamer privilege, right? Someone want to count these crystallariums? I'd really appreciate that. Like, give me a sanity check here, guys. What, like, how big of a high roll do I have to pull off? How big of a high roll do I have to pull off in order to get 1,500 ore per day with, you know, what, like 20 ladders? $70? Exactly 70? Okay, cool. That's what I guessed. Yeah, probably gonna have to sell raw starfruit. I mean, I was kind of already assuming that. I had to sell some for the last round as well. A little bit. Not a lot, but... One's not loaded? Really? Where? Oh yeah, there's one loaded, not there, right there. Okay. Mod abuse. Glow. Yeah, the mods are the mods are ruthless here. Okay. Now the crystallarium's loaded. Smile. All right, take care, Dragon Prime. Higher quality starfruit equals higher. No, that's not how it works. No matter the quality of the starfruit you put in, you get base quality wine. So in that case, that's why I sold gold quality starfruit, because it's worth the most raw. So the loss in potential future earnings from selling raw starfruit is minimized by selling the gold quality starfruit raw. Was selling raw for this round of seeds accounted for? Yeah. No, we're still net positive on the 80 million, if you can believe it. The 80 million estimate was made without the assumption that we would get 750 starfruit before summer even started. But it's actually 2 rounds in the greenhouse as well, so it's more like 900. So I'm 900 starfruit positive on my prediction, but I've sold like 300 of them at this point, so I'm 600 starfruit positive from what my 80 million prediction was. After this round on the 20th, I shouldn't ever have to sell raw starfruit again, because none of the expenses are so high after that. There's still a lot of expenses, don't get me wrong, but none of it's like, it's not like I need 1.7 million every 8 days. In addition to paying for kegs and tappers and, you know, whatever. Ugh. Ooh, excuse me. That's another question here is, how many additional garden pots would I need to fill every spot? I'm not going to sell the wine unless I have to, because I don't have the artisan perk. What's the actual numbers on that? Is it better to sell wine without artisan, or is it better to sell raw starfruit? I don't actually know. Alright, so it's actually better to sell the wine without artisan, isn't it? So we're talking in terms of loss right now. So the loss of selling a gold starfruit raw is 3150 minus 1237. So you lose 1913 G, 1913. That's how much money potential earnings you lose out on by selling a raw starfruit, but you get 1200 G right up front. So it's, you know, it's just you have to determine if it's right to do that based on the situation that you're in. If you sell a wine without artisan, you get 3150 minus 2250. I can already tell it's better. You only lose 900 G. Yeah, unfortunately the only problem with that is that first batch of wine will not be finished until after I've already needed to place the last round of seeds. I have to keep excuse me, sorry for that voice crack. I have to keep agriculturalist until winter, because the pumpkin crop cycle depends on agriculturalist. And right, yeah, I need agriculturalist for the pumpkins to finish on time, so it'll be winter before I can switch. Yeah, so if I need to sell any more starfruit after I get wine, it's better to sell wine without artisan than it is to sell raw starfruit. That's good to know. Like I said, I'm not anticipating having to sell much extra starfruit after the 20th. Just kind of running around thinking a little bit here, because we have to do 4... Anything in here? No. I have to do 4 consecutive Skull Caverns days now. This looks beautiful. All of this was done in under 4 hours with the power of pause buffering. Yeah, pumpkin seeds are much cheaper. That's the main difference. They're 4 times cheaper. Wait, let me see. Can I actually... Alright, so just another test here. I'm going to be resetting this day, by the way, if that's not clear. I want to see if I have spots for all these kegs without having to do anything crazy here. I had 191 to start. We're just going to close that off. Not going to do any funny business in there. Well, I guess I could leave an entrance. Yeah, I'll just leave an entrance in case I want to go in there. Okay, and then it looks like this. Hopefully you can't hear that airplane. Kegs there, and then kegs all up and around here like this. That, and then you have a spot to get down in here where you can do a whole row like this. Then you can go sideways too to fill this area efficiently as well. I mean, whatever. Something like that. That's pretty good. I need my axe to get rid of that tree so I can do this row like this. You know, obviously we're going to get rid of the tree when I do this for real. I'm just checking that there's enough space here for this many kegs without having to go to another area. All along here. That's annoying that that's there. I guess I could go down in here if I need to, but I don't think I should need to. Have a pathway where I can go like across, right? I can do... Yeah, I can go 5 across there, so I'll bring them down like this, and then there's room for a 3 pattern here. So that's where the roadway will be, and then it'll curve around like this. This will all be full of kegs. We'll have a pass through if we need it. Okay, yeah, there's more than enough space. There's more than enough space. Because I can do this whole area as well, and then I can even do inside the mines as well. This is just the first round of kegs. We're gonna do this like 6 more times. We're gonna do this literally 6 more times. So this area is gonna get filled up. The entire backwoods will get filled up. Inside the mines will get filled up. This whole little entrance area. The roadway. Actually, I'll save the road and the tunnel for jars, if I need jars. I have to do the math on it, but I think I probably will need a few jars. Yeah, that works fine. Okay, let's do this day. Let's try and do this day. This might be a really toxic day because of having to load kegs first thing. Everything we have we need to keep on us, right? Yeah. My axe. Yeah, need that. Gonna harvest these batteries. Yeah, this is gonna be a tight day. Get this inventory sorted up a little bit here. Oh, I forgot to do the tree fur. Damn it. These mahogany trees are more trouble than they're worth. The only reason I'm doing them is so that I can get the large house upgrade, which requires 150 hardwood. If it weren't for that, I wouldn't do it. Okay, let's just start over. I'm not gonna... I'll accept a reset for deleting a keg at 6:30 a.m. when I haven't done anything yet. I won't accept a reset for that when it's 10:30 at night and I've bought, what, 30,000 resources or something like that. However much crap I bought that day. Oops. I need one. Need a brain totem. All that, those items, got that. I can put this wood away, I don't need that. This is gonna have to be done every single morning, that I have to reset the skull caverns due to bad pace. I would say it should be more lenient, but I can't. I need to make 1,500 ore per day to make pace. Yeah, I know I can do the paths with wood, but it's not, like, I don't have time to do that. I don't care about having to chop a random stone here and there. Yeah, no addict. We were just talking about you. Thank you for that raid. Hope for your hopefully your stream went well. Are you still working on your 2-year challenge? I assume so, because this probably take quite a while. Welcome in, Raiders. I assume you probably know who I am as a fellow Duke crewer. If not, but yeah. If not, I'm sorry. I don't feel like explaining who I am. I'm not really in the mood for that right now. Welcome to the stream, though. We're doing a min-max money challenge run. You got day 5 and day 6 done? Nice. Still pause buffering the keg so I waste as little skull caverns time as possible. Mine's mapping, huh? Came over to the dark side. Are you ashamed of yourself or did it feel good? The kegs are gonna be out of sync. Here, let's give a Piano Addict a shout out. Is that not SO? What is it? Might be. Oh, it's exclamation. I'm like, I'm like the worst streamer you'll ever encounter. But like in an endearing way, I hope. This is annoying. I have so much more stuff in my inventory than last time, so it's hard to do this really efficiently. You try to pause buffer really efficiently by just having your mouse buttons pressed, and then you end up placing items, picking up items. We'll put them in the middle. Is that like 5 heads? No. Damn it. That's a funny sound at least. Oh, I didn't give myself an exit pattern. I'm doing a very bad job with this. Wait, I want to have a spot there, right? Like that. Ugh. I'm gonna have to do this every single time I reset the Skull Caverns. We're never getting another day done at all, boys and girls. Can you stop putting the keg like right in front of me? Why is it putting the kegs there? I don't understand. Whatever, I'm not deleting that. I'm tabbed out. Where's the unloaded keg? Oh, there it is. Eat starfruit? If you played back in 1.3, you understand eat starfruit. It was like the scourge of my existence. Okay, we'll just go straight all the way up here, and then we'll have to make an exit at some point. Get over to the other area. I should have put it right there, but I put a keg there accidentally. It's hard to make a really nice layout while you're also pause buffering. Not gonna lie, it's kind of tough. It'll just be over by 1, I guess. Okay, screw the 100G. I just want that item out of my inventory. How much time would I actually lose if I did this the normal way? Probably not that much, right? I don't know if I can actually stand a pause buffer for this long before each Skull Caverns run. Oh, yeah, I can't put one there because of the... Eat starfruit? Alright, we're almost done. I do sort of have a diagram in my head that I've been using for years. It's kind of how I already knew that there was going to be like a nice even layout. It's like kind of how I knew it was going to be the right number of layers. Oh yeah, that's right. Sebastian comes over down this area, so I'll have to be careful. He doesn't come this far though. Yeah, we'll have to be careful up here. I'll probably just stop the kegs. How far does he actually go? Let me look at that. You guys just want me to shoot him a bunch more times, right? Like NPC pathing or something. Yeah, here it is. So yeah, Sebastian walks down here. So as long as I stop the kegs, like, at that bush there, like, if that's the last... Yeah, I'll just stop the kegs there, and then I won't have any more until I get into the mines. I have a few, but whatever. Alright, I'm tabbed out here. How do I want to set this up? We'll just have like a little pass through here, so we'll do the keg there and load it. And there. Alright, so it's 8:40 and we're finished. Not too bad. That's what 525 kegs looks like. If I had been able to make yesterday like 2 hours, no, like 3 hours faster, I would have been able to get this all done in one day. Alright, so we'll put a few more here next round, and we'll fix this spot next round. I have to wait until my tappers produce again, because I don't have any more oak resin. So the next round we'll put like 50 here, we'll put like 100 in the mines. We'll put the backwoods area, which is like off the screen over here. We'll put kegs in there, which is like 100. Where else will we put them after that? Are we like after that? Are we already having to put them down in the southern forest area? Yeah, I guess I'm already putting them in the southern area after next week. Like, next week, I'm already putting kegs in the southern area. Craziness. There's no more space. I could use the bus stop and the bus stop and the railroad. No, sorry, not the railroad. The tunnel. That's what I was going for, tunnel. That can all have kegs. I know, I wanted to leave that area for jars, potentially. It's like pretty much the southern area already. You could put a few hundred kegs all around Clint's shop and the museum. No one paths over there. Except for right in front of the museum, Penny paths a little bit. That's not a great spot though, because the town is often restricted. You can often not go to the town at certain times of day because of festivals. It's not a great spot. It shouldn't be that hard to find spots for all the kegs, but it is a lot of kegs. Okay, my furnaces aren't running right now, which is fine. I don't have anything to put in them anyway. All this stuff away, we don't need the wood anymore. Suppose I could put in some gold and iridium. Yeah, I'll put in some gold and iridium in, just because I can. I don't want to waste the time. Well, hopefully we get a high roll Skull Caverns down our first try here. I don't really feel like redoing this morning a whole ton of times. I don't really need to bring my stone. I'll just bring a single stone so I have the representative spot. Goes there, that's all organized. Gold and iridium go right there, but we're gonna put them in the furnaces real quick. I want to do all my gold. I want to have some mega bombs available, so that we'll stop there. All right. Ah, that's a wall of text. Hang on. Are you going to be able to process all the starfruit or pumpkins by the end of the year? All the starfruit, yeah, but probably not all the pumpkins. I think about half the pumpkins I'll have to keg. I haven't done the math specifically for this yet. Like, okay, that came out wrong. I did the math. I have a spreadsheet, but I don't have the absolute exact numbers for here. Like, exactly 525 tappers and however much starfruit I'm gonna get. It's like, it's off by a few hundred starfruit, so that might change a breakpoint here or there. That's not real, like, that's not entirely accurate though, because if those 200 kegs aren't working, then I'd have to get jars to replace them. So the difference is a little bit more than that, because jars are expensive. Like, you have to buy jars, so that's not exactly true, but I get your point though. But entering Skull Caverns at 9 is not that bad. I could have done it faster too. I was being a little bit stupid. Let's be smart about this though and pick a good starting floor. Wait, what's my free drop shaft today? I have no idea what my drop shaft is. Let me check. Today's the 16th. The 7? Yeah, we'll go for it. It's a 7. Hopefully the game doesn't cuck me. Well, can I really go for it? Let's just go for a good starting floor. With how long that start took, I can't afford to just get screwed over on a free drop shaft. If I want to keep my sanity. Like, I should just go for a good starting floor. Like, I see a freebie right there, so let's just start on that. It's a slightly good luck day. So I really hope the game doesn't decide to screw me on pace. Yeah, let's just Meggy. I do have ladders that'll help me to like secure the pace if I have to. I prefer to just get a good pace to start at least and not have to use ladders until Iridium floors. The game feel really loud to anyone else? You don't have to do this every morning, then you can fish for a much better skill cavern stay. It might be worth mathing if you end up having to reset the day a lot. Yeah, I'll do that. That's true. If I end up struggling with pace or something, I'll look at the numbers. I would have to relook at the numbers of like how much time I have to finish everything. With the amount of kegs I'm making, finishing the starfruit alone on time should be pretty trivial. Mostly about like how many extra pumpkins I can get done, which is worth slightly more, and it saves money by not having to buy jars, so it's kind of a double whammy. Profit. However, this pace is pretty bad so far. Not really getting drop shafts. Only gotten one drop shaft so far. All you have to do is complain. I can't reach that iridium node. Why do I always have to get these barren ass floors? This is a barren floor too. It's like just slightly more rocks at the start. We should focus on eating spicy eels and crab cakes today to start building back up on the number of other foods that we have. We're still going to be focusing copper as much as realistically possible because we do have to buy another round of kegs in a week, so... Apologies, tickle my throat. Another barren floor. Just ladder this. This is a absolutely a trash floor. With a Meggy, I suppose. I was hoping to kill him in time. Oh, come on, game, really? Bad shot. Gonna head to bed for a sec. We can say it. Sure, I'll be right there. Gasp a wifey. Wifey hasn't hung out with chat in a while. Another sprinkler. How do you own 8KK? What? I have no idea what you're asking. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't screw myself with no luck effect there. I did. Damn this game. $8 million? Oh. Yeah, well, from what you're seeing me doing right here, it's from the Skull Caverns. It's pretty easy to make money in the Skull Caverns when you play like this. So, yeah, I was able to make that much money. And the reason I don't have it in hand is because I spent it all to afford starfruit seeds and, you know, other various upgrades. How do you not die in one combo? Die. Sorry, it's kind of hard to explain a whole, like, 100 hours of play. If you're interested in seeing exactly how I did it, all the VODs are saved on Twitch. So if you look at my past broadcasts, you can see the gameplay from earlier in the run. And I'm working on making a collection as well that will, you know, put all the VODs in a nice little archive for the run. Do that with all my runs. Yeah, we have our own little hardcore Stardew Valley community. There's actually enough of us for a full Twitch team, if you can believe it. We also have a Discord set up for the community. It's a public server. Okay, gotta make me use the ladder. Okay, game, I see you. Honestly, I'm just taking off. I hate that layout. That looks like a really bad floor. I'm just leaving. We can tank a hit. Oh, we had iframes. We're fine. We had iframes. If you're wondering how I'm shooting bombs out of my slingshot, it's called explosive ammo. It's crafted from combat level 8. It costs an iron bar and 2 coal to get 5 shots. It's basically a ranged explosive shot. So it's extremely powerful because it's instantaneous. It explodes instantly and it's a ranged explosion. So instead of having to wait for a bomb to blow up every piece of iridium that I'm getting, it's happening almost instantly from explosive ammo. It's one of the most overpowered items in the entire game. And the funny thing is, the vast majority of players don't even know it exists. Yeah, I mean, I reached floor 100 at 1 p.m. and I didn't start until 9. It took me only 4 hours to reach at level 100. It does take a little bit of practice, I'll warn you. It's not, I make it look easier than it is because I have a ton of experience with it. Bats have been eating their Wheaties. That's like the second bat today that I failed the full combo. It did. They nerfed it. It's still the best item in the game. I say they, I mean Concerned Ape. Nice 2%er on this floor, by the way. That iridium clump, 2%er. Conventional bombs do still have a place, like on big floors like this. You can't make explosive ammo just blow up wherever you want it to. It has to blow up against a monster, or against a wall, or against a ladder. So conventional bombs still have some usefulness. But only for like enormous floors. You drop prismatic luck. Prismatics are super common for me. I get like 12 a day in Skull Caverns. When you're breaking iridium nodes, you have a pretty high chance of getting prizzies. By high, I mean like 4%, but I'm breaking hundreds of nodes per day, so. Record number with this current setup is 23. The most ever I've gotten is like over 100. That was on a different patch with a completely different setup. Before they nerfed it, basically. Like 130 shards. They're basically like, at that point when you're getting that many shards in a day, they don't matter. You don't even notice them. What's the middle of this floor look like? Is this worth it? No. Honestly, for a 9 AM start, this run is pretty good so far. Not sure how much ammo or how much ore we're on pace for, but it's a pretty good run. The suggestion, though, to forfeit might be smart. That might have merit, actually, to forfeit the early kegs today. See how it works out, though. You got 33. Was he using a lot of ladders? I got 23 in a day with basically no ladders. That's why I say different setups, because obviously, like, your performance in the Skull Caverns is going to depend on the gear you bring. If you bring 500 ladders, you can easily, like, 23 shards is pretty trivial, right? He's on the quest for 40. Nice. Is he just doing it to do it, or is he using the shards for money or for gifts or whatever? Bull's always been an interesting enigma to me, because he honestly has the chops for hardcore min-maxing. Like, he's pretty good at the game, but he doesn't really care enough to do it, so it's interesting to me. He's one of the few people that claim to be casual that I enjoy watching, because he's not actually a casual. That's really tempting over there, honestly. That's probably worth. He uses a macro to AC. That doesn't matter. He's not like speed running, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, speed, like the actual RTA speedrunning is the only like category where people won't like your run's not legit if you don't use manual AC. Everything else, like, people don't really care. Like if you get 81 million, like if you get into the min-maxing scene and you get 81 million and beat me, and you used a macro to animation cancel, I'm not gonna be like, your run's not valid. Not gonna say that. Well, to be clear, by macro, I mean, like, you've got 3 buttons on 1 button. If you're using, like, if it's got all the timings in it, so you're perfectly animation canceling every time, I think that's probably, like, borderline cheating. But, like, say, for example, if you just, like, use a macro to bind all the keys directly to spacebar, like, I don't consider that cheating for challenge running, at least. Because we've never, like, said that's banned, you know? How did I miss that shot? What can we toss for this jade? The super meals? The hardwood? Yeah, we'll just toss the hardwood. How's this run looking at this point? We have 400 ore at 5 p.m., 5:20. We started at 9:30. No. Yeah, we started at 9:30. I can't remember how to evaluate a run with a 9 a.m. start, a 9:30 start. Let's evaluate this floor before we move on. Wow, that's a pretty good amount of iridium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 nodes. So if I just traverse this and I shoot all 8 nodes and then leave, that would be on average like 30 iridium for what, let's guess 2 ticks. 30 iridium for 2 ticks. That's, if I extrapolate that out, that's an average of 90 iridium per hour. If I were to do this exact thing for an hour, I'd get like 90. So not quite good enough. It's close, but not quite. It was enough to be smart to check it, but not quite good enough. Where's my exit? Yes, I do. I do. If you're new, I do sit there and analyze floors to determine if they're worth doing or not. You want to get 100 ore per hour for the entire day, you have to do that pretty much. Because you can be, like, if you're not analyzing, it's pretty easy to be tempted to take suboptimal floors that just, like, they look good, but they're not. Like this, and I do that mostly when I have a ladder, like, right away. I have a ladder, like, right here, so my options are either take the ladder right away and move on, or I clear out the floor. Unfortunately, these 4 iridium nodes are kind of far away. For this floor number, though, this is a decent floor. Looking at 8 nodes for probably 2 ticks again. Well, I didn't say it was good enough before, so I'm not gonna say it's good enough now. Really? How much health does these guys have? Like, surely he must be 1 hit. Where's my exit? Why don't I have an exit yet? Alright, fine. Gotta craft a ladder. The game just decides that I get minus 100 stone. Alright. This floor layout is one of my least favorites. If I don't get a ladder quickly at the start and there's no iridium, I just leave. This is close. I do that really quickly. Grab that. I'm gonna fall behind, like, basically right away on my ore pace. Because, I mean, it's an impossible pace anyway. maybe not impossible, but essentially unattainable. Getting 1,500 ore per day without fail at this point of the run is, I would call that unattainable. Five's a low roll. If I were getting an average number of prizzies, I would have like 7 by now. Like I said, I basically don't really care about prismatic shards. They're only worth 2000 G, so that's basically just what they are, is 2000 G. You get them from breaking iridium nodes, so that's why they're just, like, relatively common. Only 5. I mean, I'm not capping though. Like five Prizzies is kind of a low roll for the point I'm at in this run. Average would be like 7. Not significant low roll though. That's I don't really care about the prismatics. How dare you? Oh no. Okay, I'm coming right now. Be right back, chat. Alright, I'm back. Wifey wasn't mad at me, luckily. She wouldn't get mad about me for that. Is the rest of this floor good enough? Consider I don't have a ladder yet, probably. Normally I would say no and leave, but... Sure what our ore pace is right now. I've never been good at estimating ore paces for a 9:30 start. 1, 2, if I loop around, it's like... Probably good enough. I could probably do this in less than 2 ticks. Yeah, Yeah, that was like 1 tick essentially. That was worth. And we just leave here because there's nothing. Bomb in the center. Just a bat to bomb off of. All those goodies. Batteries here and there are kind of nice. Doing a lot of analysis. I wouldn't normally do this much analysis on a Skull Caverns dive. I'm just trying to make this day as good as it possibly can be. Oh, come on, guy. Come on. Well, I thought he was going to come after me, and then I could bomb him for... batteries are for crystallariums. I get a lot of batteries from the lightning storms, so the batteries that I get in the Skull Caverns are pretty meaningless. It's just kind of like cute, I guess, that I get them occasionally. I should use a pussy eel. I see nothing of value on this floor, so we're leaving right away. I can confidently mega bomb this floor for its value. Bad shot, yikes. I wish I could hit that last one. Oh well. Looks like a nice floor. Got both of them. Poggers. This run is like on the cusp of being good enough. I can feel that it's like, it's almost good enough. Not sure if it is though. I get a decent iridium floor here or there. Actually, never mind. We're gonna be way too low on iridium. It's kind of a shame. It seemed like a decent ore day. I'm not gonna run to the end of this floor. I know there's a free ladder, but it takes so long to run there that it's worth the ladder just to get more iridium time. I hate when you get barren floors. Oh, come on, really, game? That's a good drop. I see the drop shaft over there. It's kind of out of the way to get to, unfortunately. Another one. We'll take that exit. That's pretty efficient to do. I think this would be a really good run if it had been a 7 a.m. start. As is, though, I think it's pretty mediocre. I'll have to actually run through the math on whether it's worth it to do these kegs first thing. I imagine it is, because Starford wine is so valuable. But it would be smart to look at the numbers again. That's worth. I'll just ladder. I don't want to be skipping iridium at this stage of the run. I think I also went negative on iron. Yeah, I did. You know, I focused it pretty hard. Very interesting. Really tough to get a good iron count. I should probably value that higher in the future if you get a really high iron count, because it's not like guaranteed. Even if you hard focus iron, you're not guaranteed to get a lot. I mean, we have to leave. If we're gonna do this, we're gonna leave right now. 1083 iridium, 12 prizzies. We win about average on prizzies, maybe a little above average. 389 iron is not great. We went negative on iron, which is something I specifically said I didn't want to do. The iridium's not amazing. No goodies to speak of. This day definitely doesn't meet the cut. Yeah, this day's definitely not good enough. That's kind of a shame. I'll have to look at the math on the way it works out. Like update my spreadsheet and look at how things go with the kegs, because it might be worth not doing it for this time only. This is so sad. Why is this sad? Oh, I reset runs all the time. I'd much rather have a I'd much rather have a run I'm very happy with.